You hate Apple, you use iPhone. So in a lot of ways, you are kind of the perfect person for an experiment like this because you have every reason to want to leave Apple altogether.
Yes, I want to. I would love to be away from my iPhone and my iPad and everything else.
All right, we're back at it again and another switch video for you. You guys like it, so we're going to do it again. This time, I'm talking to Leanne and Dan. Now, real quick, let me introduce these guys because I've known Dan on Twitter for quite a while. Probably the most kicked off of Twitter guy I ever have met in my entire life. Been kicked off more times than the Trump guy. Anyway, I want to just talk real briefly about why Leanne is here because she doesn't watch the channel. It's not like she was aware of this sort of thing. Dan, when I put out the Twitter, do you think anyone's really interested in this? You thought your lovely wife would be a perfect example for this. Why?
Because she uses an iPhone and she used to be an Android girl, right? And she used to use the Galaxy Note and she used the HTC One and she used to love them. That's when I first met her. And she seemed to lull me in with that. So I'd start dating her. And then all of a sudden, she flipped to an iPhone. And you know how I feel about Apple.
I know, exactly. It was a bait and switch, if I've ever heard of one.
Absolutely. I got catfished with an Android into an iPhone.
Leanne, though, you've been a really good sport about this. I know that Dan asked you if you'd be up for it. You said, yeah. Tell me a little bit about it. You used to be on Android and now your iPhone. What's the deal with that?
I started working for Apple back in 2013 and they gave me a whole bunch of free stuff. So I am in the ecosystem. All of my stuff is there. It's too expensive for me to go back.
I will say, however, there was a positive out of it that I got free Final Cut Pro because of.
Hey, no, that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad. Now you got to keep her. Too late.
Well, that's the only reason she's still signed.
Well, real quick, Leanne, tell me a little bit about how you use your phone on a daily basis, because I think that's really been one of the key things about some of these. We've had people that are like hardcores. We've had some people that are, the user phone. Some of the time, how do you use and interact with your phone?
I'm on my phone all the time.
Oh my gosh.
Nonstop. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, video chat,
work, nails, hair.
Yeah.
Everything I don't have.
I use it constantly. And sometimes he's like, hey, can you do something on my phone? And I'm like, I hate this effing Android. I don't want it. Get it away. I can't even unlock the screen. I scream at it when you try to get me to unlock it. And now I'm stuck with one for a week.
It's because you have like spaz fingers. I tell you what to do and you don't do it. And then you go, and the iPhone.
Well, we're going to find out, actually, as a matter of fact. And I've sent her what is right now the best Samsung phone available, the Galaxy S22 Ultra. So you're going to be ready. I think, Dan, you have the same thing, yeah?
Yes. Which is getting boxed up on Monday.
Oh, my gosh. Well, that's a different story for another day. I can't wait to hear that story. Okay, so in going to this, it's a week where you're going to completely switch over. What are like your fears and your preconceived notions about what's going to happen?
It's slowing me down. I mean, I use it a lot for work. I'm in it all the time, getting authentication codes. I work remotely, so now how I deal with my coworkers. Look, Microsoft Teams is a joke. So we're all like in the other messengers on the phone all day and whatnot. And if I can't even type on
you rely a lot on iMessage, right? She's the typical. I used to work for Apple too, so and like most iPhone users,
he's talking crap because I barely ever use iMessage. I use FaceTime.
All right. Well, look, this is going to be super simple. I just want you to use it for a week. I don't want you to fall back to your iPhone, and you need to just let us know everything, good, bad, and different. I guess the last thing would be, if there is a way that you end up switching at the end of this, are you ever going to hear the end of it from Dan?
I mean, I am really good at tuning him out. We have been together more than 10 years, so I think it'll be all right.
Well, everyone else who's watching, First Journal is up now.
Open the box.
What's in the box? Show me your box.
Get rid of that iPhone right now. Where is that iPhone? Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. See this? Get out. It's maybe hang a minute. Let's see. It's the S22 Ultra. Do you like your new phone? Take the case off. Look at the back and everything. I mean, it looks so much better than this thing. Look at this. This looks like 1980s grandma's countertop.
I like that case. Thank you very much.
That's because you also look like a 1980s grandma.
And you obviously like banging grandmas.
Well, you may have more money than I do. You're telling me that isn't a better looking phone than your iPoop?
I mean, I don't care about how it looks. So what are the buttons? You're gonna have to teach me. Like, I don't even know what's what.
Hold the power button, which is the smaller one, under the bigger one.
So what's the bigger one? Is
Volume.
that volume?
Yeah.
And then what's...
There isn't.
Gotcha.
It's really basic. You do not need to take your shoes and socks off for this one.
I love you. Choose a Wi-Fi network. He's gonna love my Wi-Fi name. I came up with this all by myself. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And the help of Google, of
That's
course.
Right. I did your Wi-Fi last night, and she loved every bit of it.
I'm gonna have to remember passwords.
Could have stayed at this desk.
Stop.
Look at it.
No, don't
Look
humiliate
at the state
me.
of this desk. Don't you hit me. I tell you, Amber Heard, they'll be on. I'll be on TV. I'm taking you to court.
I'll in your bed.
Yeah, that's what I say. I'll tell everybody you shit in my bed as well. All right? And we're back with the cable.
How do I get the screen on, though?
Don't hit it. Just tap it. You don't have to punch the
Well, I
fucking
did
thing.
tap it like
just-
5 times.
Just hurry up and plug it in. See? Crappy lightning cable. Look how difficult that was on your crappy iPhone. Now, it's ready to select
it says
data
I
to
have-
transfer. See?
So just kind of, I like to look through the settings because
Yeah, whatever. Yeah,
I like that it's going to bring over my block list,
fantastic.
which is great. And then all of my contacts will come over. Okay, I'm happy about that. Last 30 days of messages. I mean, we'll just say all. How's that?
Jesus Christ.
I just deleted all of my texts, that's why. Oh, and then I get to go through and actually pick my apps, so that's decent, right? Like, I can still keep my turnip stockbroker for my Animal Crossing.
See how easy it is? Huh? And you going about iOS and iPhone.
I was talking about my WhatsApp chats.
Everything's so easy, and everything's just this on the iPhone, but on the Android, it's also, look how easy this has been. This is a piece of piss.
Do you see how much of a drama queen my husband is?
You
What I
are.
have
Look at
to
you.
deal with?
Oh, we'll see about that through this week when it comes to Drama Queen, won't we? Amber. So she's now saying that she doesn't have any apps.
It said it downloaded 18 of my apps.
And what it's still downloading. I can see, look in the top.
It's updating them. I just
Scroll down.
said to update the 18 apps it downloaded.
Transferring from your iPhone.
Oh, no,
But it's still transferring from the iPhone.
that's not what I'm talking about. Turn the apps.
No matter if you have an iPhone or one of the newest Samsung Galaxy phones like in this video, you did not get a charging brick with your phone. That's a new thing that's been happening. If you haven't bought a phone in the last several years, you don't have a USB-C power charger. But I've partnered with a company that can solve that problem for you right now. Introducing Ugreen's 30-watt USB-C charger that can be used for both iPhone and Android and give you up to 30 watts of fast charging goodness. Now, I've used Ugreen products for a very long time and I love it. Their price to performance is incredible. And because they're using the newest GaN technology, this thing is 46% smaller than your normal 30-watt fast charger, but still as fast. And one of the best things about this that makes it incredible for traveling, that 30 watts of power delivery fast charging. Ditch your old 20-watt charger and charge your iPhone 13 Pro Max or your Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra all the way up. So make sure to pick yours up. There's a link in the description below. And shout out and thanks to Ugreen for being a longtime sponsor of this channel.
Hi.
Hey.
So how was your first night with your Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra sent by Travis?
Well, I know that you weren't too happy about it, were you?
Oh my God. Anyway.
So, we got everything all set up. Like, all the
Let's
apps.
talk about that. In fact, there's a little clip that I'm going to send to Travis from last night of you having your meltdown about, hey, my apps are on the phone, my apps are... But there's a big fucking arrow at the top of the screen saying transferring data. Hey, but my apps are not there. And guess what happened when it finished transferring data? What happened?
Well,
Your apps were there. Your apps were there. Right? Yeah.
2 hours later.
Yeah. Was your apps there or not?
This was supposed to be a miracle phone from the gods.
Let's talk about the Facebook app at around 1 o'clock this morning.
Yeah, so that was a problem. So
Dumbass.
So I finally got into bed because I did my nails last night. Speaking of which, off subject, I did my nails last night. I used the phone. I took my nail photo. I posted it on my Twitter. It
Blows
actually
away the
came
iPhone,
out
right?
amazing.
Hey, the Android cameras, dude. I'm telling you.
You know what? Like, and usually with my iPhone, I have to have like 16 lights on, and then it still looks horrible. This one, like, I took 2 photos. It was good.
Told you.
Very happy about
Been
that.
telling you this all along.
On iOS Facebook, when you hit that mute button, everything stays muted, right? But on Android, I hit the mute button, and then I scrolled, and then the next video played really loud, and I muted it, and then I scrolled, and the next video played. So finally, I was like, ugh! And I threw the phone, and I was on the iPad today. I didn't really throw your phone, Travis.
So let's talk about the better phone, the fact that the S22 Ultra is better than the iPhone.
No, not yet. I really, like, today really kept wanting to grab my iPhone.
So, did you change the keyboard?
Yeah, you had me change it to Gboard last
Which is
night.
Google's keyboard.
Right. Well, I downloaded it, but I never changed it over. So I ended up changing it over today. And it's still kind of a shit show. But you didn't really show me, like, if there's any tricks to it. So I guess I'll have to.
Well, I'll have to go through that
and look. So on my iPhone, when you get the iPhone, you do this facial recognition setup. You makeup, no makeup, glasses, no glasses. You leave them on. You look at this thing. Tilt your head, la la la, and then you know what? That's it. I've never had to do another one of those.
Yes.
This one, it looked at my face. It's like, oh, you're good to go.
Because
and
it's
it never
not secure.
recognized me again.
Because it's not as secure as the iPhone on the facial. That's why you use the in-screen fingerprint sensor that's very fast, which you didn't set up.
Facial recognition, hello. When I'm working, if it goes off, I like to look at the phone. It sees me. It opens up. I can read stuff, at least on the iPhone.
How about the S Pen? See? See what I mean? See?
What S Pen?
See that on there?
A charging port
next to it. And the thing that, look at that, click it. Whoa, pull that out. Look at this.
Oh, okay. Well, it's got it. So it's a note.
Yeah, I already said that.
Okay.
When I got mine, it's just a note. But watch, now start writing on your screen. Even though the screen isn't on, you can take notes. You can write phone numbers down and it'll save it into the notes. You don't even need the screen on for it. What does that say? Now what's your issue?
I'm trying to order McDonald's for the baby, and I have to share my location, and I hit OK, but then it's like, no permissions allowed.
See? Yeah.
Okay, but why do I have to go through all this extra shit? Just prompt me, bro. Like, this is a pain in the ass.
It's for security.
Now I have to go through each individual thing and allow it?
Hit location.
Yeah, but I have to
Difficult. Allow while using the app.
I have
Done.
to... That's not done. That's annoying. Just give me a pop-up and allow me to hit OK. Why do I have to go through 15,000 steps?
So this phone doesn't recognize me without makeup. My iPhone does. It's okay, I wouldn't recognize me either, but just saying.
Where's your Samsung phone? Where's your Samsung phone? What the hell is this? Where's the Samsung phone? Where is the Samsung phone? Where is it?
I don't know. I couldn't find it, so I was using this
Don't
phone.
lie. Where is the Samsung phone?
I really don't know. I lost it.
I don't believe you. Where is the Samsung
I
phone?
don't know. I need your help finding it. Can you call it? I can't call it. There's no SIM card in my iPhone.
Now where's the where's the Samsung phone that I just found for you?
It was hidden in the
Look
bed.
at the boy. Look at the boy. Even the boy has got a face of disgust because you didn't have the iPhone.
Okay, we're 4 days in, and listen, Leanne, we got to talk a little bit about your experiences so far. The people have seen some of your very interesting journals up until this point. Tell us your honest opinion where you are right now. Like, we're not making decisions about whether you would ever switch or anything. We want to know what's your experience as of today.
I hate this phone.
So the actual usability of the phone is confounding you, I guess is what we would say. Let's get past the maybe unlocking it, but what are the parts of it that you're struggling with right now?
The icons are too small, close together. Dan did something to make it look easier for me. It's horrible. The aesthetic of it, I don't know, is not very nice at all. And I'm not an idiot. I work in IT for a living.
Sure.
I am very, very, very capable. If I don't have a wig on, my phone won't even open for me. It's like, no, bitch, you're ugly. I ain't looking at you. It's a problem from day one.
Okay, well let's talk about the actual usability once you're in it, because things are in different places. They're in different places. There's different ways of getting to like notifications and stuff like that. How has that part been?
Horrible, because so I use this app called Spark Email, for example. Okay. Works great on my phone, works great on my iPad, works great on my computer. Never had an issue with it. I load it up onto this thing, and every time I get an email, if I haven't looked at my email, let's say at 7 o'clock in the morning, the Children's Place sends me a $10 coupon.
Yeah.
Then at 8 o'clock, another one comes in. I don't get to see that notification pop up on my screen. It dings. I look at it. It's still the Children's Place. And then 10 emails later, it's still the Children's Place. And I'm like, I hate the Gmail app. Why do I have to go to that? You know what I mean? So it's just an example. Like, all the apps are like not working right. 1Password is a password app that I rely on for all of my work stuff. Huge. I've got over 10,000 passwords saved into it on my iPhone. I tried to port it over, couldn't port over any of my passwords, even though it's a supposed thing that you can do. So that's another thing. So it's like, I'm trying to use this phone. I'm trying to do it. I'm trying to give it everything it's got. I'm trying not to compare it to my iPhone because I hate Apple. I think they're pieces of garbage.
Interesting.
It's a good phone compared to this.
That's really interesting
experience for me because I hate Apple.
Okay, so this is really interesting. So you don't like the company that makes the phone, but you like the experience of the iPhone. Kind of talk me through that aspect of it. What is it about the iPhone itself that you really enjoy?
Point and click. When I get a notification, for example, because I work all day, I look at the screen, it opens right up. Everything's there. I look at the screen on this one, and it's like, blink your eyes, tap the screen twice, swipe up, swipe down, and no.
Hello? Wow. 5 and 10. Your opinion's good. Because I can't use your face because you're going to put your freaking hair on. This phone is garbage. Hello?
You okay?
No, I hate this phone.
Well, what's wrong with the phone?
I can't get into it.
It's because you're a dumbass.
It's because I want to put my freaking hair on.
It's because you're a dumbass.
I'm always going to put my damn hair on and use the phone.
Because you're a dumbass.
Whatever. Like 15,000 notifications. 16 years later.
You having fun?
No.
What's wrong?
I don't know.
Why is this here?
Because I can't use the other piece of garbage.
You're not allowed this.
Well,
see, even the dog's upset that.
I don't care.
What's wrong with it?
She's got PTSD because I'm freaking
Not the dog, you.
Phone.
What's wrong with the phone?
I don't know. I can't even freaking. I don't know. I'm lost. I don't know.
I'm telling you, I'm so tired of this phone with Leanne. Trying to use the S22 Ultra. Oh my god, I swear. It's like getting hit in the head with a hammer repeatedly. Listening to her over and over again. I can't wait for it to be over. It's almost over. I'm just tired. I never thought a phone would bring me on the brink of divorce. I mean, what do you think of that fantastic S22 Ultra?
I hate it.
You're lying.
No.
I need you to tell the truth and stop lying.
I'm telling you the truth.
There is no possible way you can hate the Android phone over an iPhone.
There's every possible way that I hate this phone over
you're
the iPhone.
so full of shit.
I love Google. I hate Apple. But man, this is...
I don't get it.
I don't know. Why do things have to be so complicated? Why do I have to swipe down twice to adjust my brightness? What is that? So I have a question. How come when I get an email, right? Let's say at 7:01 an email comes through. And then I get another email at 7:05. And then I get another email at 8 o'clock. And I get dings each time. How come every time I get a ding, I'm still looking at the very first email that came in at 7:01 when the banner drops down to tell me there's a new one? It says, oh, you've got another email from the Children's Place. And then 2 in the afternoon, I still haven't looked at my notifications and it dings and I look at the banner that
swings down. You have this Children's Place, so it looks like I've got 80 emails from Children's Place all day long. Like, why can't it tell me the newest one?
Just press the notification. It'll show them all.
But why doesn't it update with each new email that comes through?
Mine doesn't do that, so I don't understand.
Well, you probably are one of those notification tappers, right? Like,
Don't know.
but what if you ignore it?
I couldn't tell you.
Well, this
I don't.
is annoying.
I'm sure this is a great phone. I'm sure that this is an amazing phone. I just don't think that I cope well with change. And I think through this experiment, I learned that I would rather keep the monster that I know. Where a lot of my frustration stems from is the fact that I can't do things quickly and efficiently. And it was a new learning process. Notifications, I would get repeat notifications. I was getting delayed notifications because I still had to sort of have my iPhone around because of authentication codes that came through to an app on there that I wasn't able to transfer. I would notice that my iPhone would ding and I would wait and wait and wait and wait. And then 30 seconds later, finally the Samsung would ding and I was like, oh, all right, well, there's a bit of delay there. So I did notice that. I definitely am going to snag this phone to take photos and stuff like that. I'll grab it from Dan. It did such a good job with all of those. The pen was great. I had to do some paperwork and pop it out. So yeah, my really good experience with that was my dad needed some paperwork for us to sign. My printer wasn't working. I was up till, I don't know, midnight trying to get my printer fixed. And finally I decided I was going to use that S Pen to sign the paperwork and get it sent over to my dad so my dad could print it at his house. So it actually saved me at that point. So I wish that my iPhone would get an S Pen. I think that would be really cool. I don't want everybody to hate me and think that I'm super negative and stupid and everything else. I'm just comfortable.
We're back, and it's the final day after all of this time. Leanne's here with Dan. And man, I know everyone who's been watching this has seen their journals. I haven't seen them as of yet, but I can only imagine the shenanigans that went down over the last couple of days. Now, what people don't know is that this actually lasted a little bit longer than originally we planned. Some things came up. So, your extended time with this phone, now that the last time we talked to you, they had a lot of problems unlocking it and some real issues. Has any of that changed in the second half of the time having it at all?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely that screen protector. So the fingerprint sensor was a little bit improved, but not my favorite. But
okay.
I didn't feel like killing the phone as much as I did the first 3 days. We didn't get divorced.
Sure. No, but I did feel like killing you.
Yeah.
You took a lot of pictures and stuff, and I saw some videos on Twitter and whatnot. What did you think about the quality of the kind of the camera overall? Was it about what you expected, better, worse?
It was great. I mean, I didn't have to take like 50 million pictures to get like a good one. The lighting was good.
And we saw some. I think you did a karaoke night with it. The quality of that looked pretty good, even though it was on Twitter, which is a little compressed. But was there anything that surprised you about that aspect of the phone? Did it do better in maybe low light, or was it just kind of a better image than you thought you might have gotten ordinarily?
You were very impressed with the quality of the picture.
Yeah, better picture quality.
She was the very first picture that she took, because she does nails and everything. She come straight to me and she was like, wow.
Yeah.
This is cool.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I really did like the.
And she's always liked her iPhone photos, but she was really.
Next time I do like pictures, I'll probably borrow his phone.
The operating system is way different. And I think that for someone like you who needs to use it for work and kind of get in and out of things, did you ever get used to the way Android works?
A little bit. I was annoyed because sometimes, like, to get into the apps or to search, you know, like on the iPhone, I would just swipe down and it brings that search bar up and I can type it in. Well, on the Android, I had to swipe up and over and
you just swiped up. And
I don't know. It was just annoying. I was like, it was all backwards, so I had to do things twice to get in.
Sure.
She didn't like One UI. She did not like One UI.
Yeah,
now, I think if it
just doesn't look.
If it was Pixel, I think it may have been a little different. One UI is a bit, with a lot of people. But
he sort of understands what I mean. I was just kind of like, this is like.
I figured she might actually like One UI because it's a similar shape icons and things, but no, she didn't like One UI.
You told me that when it was in a recording that I don't think we got captured, that you actually hate Apple, which is kind of an interesting thing. You hate Apple, you use iPhone. So in a lot of ways, you are kind of the perfect person for an experiment like this because you have every reason to want to leave Apple altogether. Is that true?
Yes, yes, I want to. I wish that I could get my 1Password app to transfer all of my passwords.
Mhm.
That's a big thing.
Typical iPhone user is tied into the ecosystem very deeply.
I hate them though.
They
Like,
trap you into it, and it's hard
do.
to move away.
The
I
golden
worked for
handcuffs.
them. I worked my butt off for them. They decided they wanted to outsource my department and cost me a whole bunch of money. And yeah, I hate them. I would love to be away from my iPhone and my iPad and everything else, but that's where everything is.
So there's two things that most people will talk about when they talk about loving an iPhone. That is iMessage and FaceTime. Did you miss either one of those in any significant way?
FaceTime, big time.
You really missed it.
Big time.
Hmm.
But that's just like, it was my brother's birthday today. And I guess he kept trying to call me and it wasn't working. My work friends and we all get together on FaceTime and, you know, talk crap about everybody. And I couldn't even join any of those calls, which sucks because I really love talking crap about the boss. And then my cousin, she's like texting me on Facebook. I tried to iMessage you and it's going through the screen. What's wrong? Is your phone broken? Everybody's like freaking out. I'm literally getting messages like, what's wrong with your iMessage? Like, I'm doing an experiment, guys. Relax.
Right. In the future, let's say, for example, okay, I don't think you're going to switch now. I think it's pretty obvious, but there are some things that you said that I think you're going to find, and people in the comments will say there already are solutions for. So if you could find those solutions, is there a time where you could see yourself going from an iPhone to Android?
If I could find good solutions, it's possible, but there'd have to be a lot of changes made. Like,
well, you guys are absolutely amazing. I can't thank you enough for taking the disruption really to your life and then recording it for everyone to watch. I can't wait to see what the comments section.
I know your comments are going to hate me. There's it's fine. It's fine, bro. Okay.
I love you guys. So that's all that matters. It's as long as I am cool with you guys, that's all that matters. Everyone else that's watching, I've done this like 4 other times or 5. I've lost track. I'll leave a link for the playlist below and probably right here. We'll see you next time.